Well, it is about that time again
that we are live for the Platinum Racing League channel. Again, the TCR series, we've been waiting on it for a week now, and I must say I'm definitely very happy that it's finally Wednesday again and that we can have the Platinum Racing League TCR series again on your screen. I'm excited for it tonight. It's shaping up to be a good race again. Let's look immediately at the standings, how they are right now. As we can see, Clement Schmid in first position, 35 points for him. Just behind that is Fabian Tobin. He is on 33 points, just 2 points behind that. On the same points with him is Jürgen Augusto. He is at the moment also on 33 points. Behind that is a man which I think we all didn't expect to be there after the first round, but he has managed to be there and he has been there consistently. He is on his way very fast again. Today it's Marnix Heister. Andy Kuhn is in fifth as well, also 28 points, also very competitive as well. As we can see, it's very competitive from top to bottom. You can fight for points until the 20th position, and that is why it is all so close. It's also closely matched in the team standings as well, which we can see here. Team standings, Gazax Racing Team on top. Their star driver Mirko Bortolotti not driving this weekend. He is currently in Dubai for the Dubai 24 hours in real life. For the people who wanted to know that, he is currently there. So currently focusing on that. Second is Platinum Racing Team 1, getting carried by Mornix, Heister and Winston Eckel. Also with a good result in the feature race last time out. That is why they are so high up. PCS 1 and PCS 2 in third and fourth respectively on the same amount of points. It's brother and sister team which are on the same points, which is always good to see. And then PRT trackside with fifth place with 44 points. Now we have quite a big gap. Kart Academy Esports 2 with 25 points in 6th. Well, let's look on to the calendar where we are today. We are today at Summit Point Raceway. The full course is the 12th of January. Welcome all. Summit Point Raceway, yes, a very interesting track. And let's look on to the track then immediately with our leader at the moment. Josh Files is currently in first position out on track. And let's for one time look at the points currently coming into this race. As we can see on 35 points. Yes, I do really want to show off this because this has took me some time to make. Clemon Schmid in second place. This does automatically get counted up towards the points they gain now. So that should mean that in every race we should, after this race, we should be able to show you this result in the championships. It's the provisional championship standings, because we of course know that after the race we don't have live stewarding, but after the race we can get some penalties through. Well, that said, we have 5 minutes left or 6 minutes left of free practice currently. These 6 minutes will be definitely well spent by the drivers at Summit Point. Definitely a very interesting track. This man has been fast throughout this whole series. Not the best start to his heat race last time out at Alton Park. Winston Eckel, we expect a lot from him today. He wants to finish well. He wants to do well in today's race, and he is definitely gonna try and do that for Platinum Racing Team 1. Another man who will be looking forward to seeing racing as well is this man, Vincent Oshems, in 17th currently. He races with number 37, the same as last week of course. He has a little bit of an off. I think he's going to go back to the pit lane after this one, isn't he? No, he isn't. He just had an off. But yes, 17th at the moment. Jesse is going to go back to the pit lane. Ricardo Romkema, he will, I think, have... Let me check that quickly, because we have... No, we don't. It's not him. It's this man. Let me find him. Let me try and find him. I'm trying to find him. Richard Beukema, he has at the moment a qualifying ban for reaching 6 warning points. Excuse me, it took a bit of time to find him, but he is really focused on race pace, since he hasn't had the cleanest races out there last week. Let's say it like that. Definitely not the cleanest races, but he is trying to come back from that very good and very hard today. Because he has a qualifying ban, he will not be allowed to qualify, which starts in 4 minutes. He will not be allowed to qualify. He had 6 warning points, and with PRL it works like this. If you reach a certain amount of penalty points, you will not be allowed to qualify. If you reach a certain amount of points, you will have a race ban. And if you are a very dirty boy and you can't race cleanly, that will mean that you will receive a league ban and you will be banned from the series for at least this season. And it also means that you will have a little bit of a bad reputation, which I think none of the drivers want in this series. Well, that's all set for me then. Let's look on to the action now then. Winston Eckel has improved. The man is flying at the moment in first. We will get the gaps on screen as well. As you can see, it's very, very competitive. Definitely. Last week was competitive, but this week it looks to be even more competitive. 20 cars, almost 20 cars within a second. Where other do you see that than in the TCR League? Well, we're going to see it in qualifying, definitely. The team standings, will look on to that for one more time then. Gazak's Racing Team, like I said, in first position. Platinum Racing Team 1 is second, third and fourth are PCS 1 and 2. And then PRT Trackside is in fifth, 44 points. A team which is doing currently very well with 3 points, and a man who is doing also really well is this man, Pepe Kerstens. Managed to get 1 point, and I know that for Pepe 1 point is quite a lot. Pepe is normally someone who is just trying to consistently finish the races, and he was definitely able to capitalize on the mistakes from other last time out. A team who has disappointed me a little bit is PA Racing. I expected a little bit more from them, but a lot of drivers from them not in the race. Sven Merckx not in the race as well currently. I don't know what he is doing. He's normally someone who is competitive in these TCRs. He is someone who can defend really well. So it's sad to not see him here this week and last week. That means that he's a little bit out of there. Team Platinum Racing Team Academy, also 0 points. It's not the result the Academy teams want to be looking for really. With a chance to get into the Platinum Racing Team, that is not a result that they were looking for. But all that said, it's now half a minute left until we go into qualifying. Niels Langeveld said last time out that he needed just that little bit more time with iRacing and the TCRs. He's of course a real-life racer in the TCR as well, which means that he is familiar with these cars in real life, but not so much in the sims. But it seems like he has practiced a lot. He is in fourth on the grid currently, not a track he normally races on as well, we have to say. As practice is done now, and we run, a little bit of a bump there from Niels Langeveld. As we now run into qualifying, and we will look on to a time that Winston Eckel will set for us, will try and set for us, I think. Well, look, they are all storming out of the pit lane. Being one of the first out is this man, Marnix Heister, racing for Platinum Racing Team 1. A little bit of a mistake made from me there, putting him in PA Racing, which he definitely is not in. But it doesn't bother him too much, I think. Well, that said, qualifying is underway. We have just the 3 sectors here, so it will be looking a little bit more organized in the bottom as well. And I think, and this is a wild guess, that Winston Eckel is gonna take pole position. He has been practicing for this so much, and I think also someone who is gonna deliver today is Nick Kerstens. He led, I think, someone by there, yes. But starting his first lap now is Josh Files. He is leading the field currently. He will set the first lap time. We will go on board with him for a minute. The thing is, with how the track works, out of the pit lane you go across the start finish line, so you set at least the time, but the time is definitely not competitive. That is why we are seeing this much of a gap between all the drivers. Josh Files currently out on track, being the first one to set our representative lap time. He is in the Hyundai of all sorts. And he will now come through and round of the last corner. A very short track, this one. So plenty of overtaking opportunity. That provides a purple second sector. And he is going to come across the line to set the first lap time. And that is a 15.7 Marnix Heiser. He will be looking to do one better than that. Is he going to be able to? The answer is no, he isn't. I think he had an off track in that lap. Winston Eckel also now, I think, rounding off the last corner. A very high speed corner, the last one. But what is he gonna put up for us? Is he gonna jump into pole position is the question. No, he is not. He is currently third on the grid. But still a long way to go in qualifying, although we are already 3.5 minutes into this session. Let's look, let's stay with this man, as it's currently very close on top, 0.02 of a second separating the top two. Just 1.5 tenths behind that is Winston Eckel. He got that banker, and we know that from him. Getting that banker in for him is so important that it's pretty much the only thing he focuses on in the first lap, but he is going for it now. Fabian Tobin has a purple first sector, but a purple second sector is again for Josh Files, and a purple last sector. I think that is an improvement from pole position. Yes, that is 15.2. A big improvement. Winston Eckel now, he should be improving as well. He is not at the moment. Not really competitive sector times from this man. I really expected more from him, to be honest with you. But he's now going to come across the line to take a lap time of no purple sectors, but he still goes towards the top. A 15.5, I think that was, from Winston Eckel. 2.5 tenths to pole position for him at the moment, which isn't that bad as we look on to the others. Josh Files currently in pole position with 2.5 seconds of a gap. If we go on to interval, I think you guys will be absolutely flabbergasted with how close it all is, and they're still improving. Purple second sector for Florian Krüger. And he is now going to come across the line again. Is he now going to improve that again? Is he going to improve his time? No, it doesn't look like it. Fabian Tobin does improve though. Niels Langeveld also improved. Martin Hobson with a purple last sector improves as well. Niels Langeveld in third at the moment, definitely doing better in qualifying than he did last time out at Alton Park, but hey, he wasn't that competitive in qualifying there, so not really difficult for him to do one better, but still, you have to be there. Let's give him the credits he deserves. 2.5 tenths off pole position. Josh Files just keeps putting in those faster lap times. Ben Green with a 17.1. That will not give him any positions. Also not improving at the moment. Niels Ben Green, yeah, he did improve. Martin Hobson did also improve. Niels Langeveld, he keeps improving. He has to improve, to be honest with you, to keep up his position in the top 5. He definitely wants to start in the top 5 for GasX Racing Team. Keep their hopes and dreams alive for the team championship. And he does improve 15.3, getting all that much closer. Marnix does also improve 16.0. That gives him a time of 16.0. Jumps up into 13th, 8 tenths behind pole position at the moment. Pepper Kerstens also setting a competitive lap time now. He is improving very much, 16.4. That will definitely put him up some positions, I think, if there was not an off-track in that lap. I think there was an off-track in that lap, to be honest, since that lap did not count. Frederik Schwartz also improving. 16.2, I think that was. Also people that are improving are Vincent Osams. What can he do? We expect a lot from him, to be honest. He has waited a bit, but he is now out on track. And he posts a 17.9, 27th. Not the best lap time from him, but look at this. Martin Hobbs. Is he now going to improve into pole position? 15.2 is going to be close, though. 18 thousandths of a second, that is to pole position. Marnix Heister also improving, jumping a bit to 12th. Drivers are really getting onto it right now. Niels Kosters also improving, 16.0. He improves to 16th. Winston Eckel, where is he again hanging out? Colin Pest. He is at the moment in 18th for the I think it is the Team Platinum Racing Academy. Danny Vogel also improving his time. He's going to come across the line to put in a lap time of 16.3, I think that is. Yes, it is 16.3. Vogel jumps up into 20th. That is the last points paying position. Martin Hobbs with a purple first sector, but he has to abandon his lap. We don't know what happened there. Maybe an off track in his lap, but that is unfortunate. He had a very fast first sector there, and it's sad to see him having to abort his lap there. Winston Eckel also not improving. We expect more from him. Winston, come on, man. We expected more from you last time out as well, but he is not really living up to the hype people have given him. This seems to be a slower out lap, or at least a slower cooldown lap. And he is now going to be passing someone on the straight. Ben Green is also improving, but we will stay with Winston Eckel. Let's see what he can do in this lap. Winston in the first sector. Ben Green puts in a purple last sector. 15.5 is his lap time at the moment, but top 10 within 3 tenths. Who can predict that? Vincent Osams also putting in a very fast lap time, and I think we will go to Vincent for a second. Vincent Osams, what is he going to be able to do? Putting in 2 purple sectors. The man jumps to pole position, saying that it wasn't going to be much for him this weekend. I think that is a bit of sandbagging, as we can see. 15.138, definitely a good time, but Winston Eckel now 10th. That has put Winston Eckel down to 10th. Only 10th for the Dutchman in the Platinum Racing Team. Is he now going to improve? It doesn't look like it. It's a 15.7. No, that is not an improvement for him. Andrew Seymour. Is he going to improve then this time around? Looks like it. What time is he gonna put in? His last lap time was at 27.4. He is very, very slow out there currently. Ben Green also improving, it looks like. No, he does not improve. Or does he? No, he does not. Vincent Osams, what a lap from him to take pole position. He is again improving, it looks like. What can he do in the last sector? If he jumps up another second or so, or another tenth or so, that is going to be absolutely awesome. It doesn't look like it. No, he is a tenth slower than his former lap time. Also, Nick Kerstens, I think, currently getting beaten by, and this is funny, he is getting beaten by his dad, Pepe Kerstens. That is very funny. Winston Eckel, he is now currently improving. Finally, this man is improving. Rounding off the last corner, what can he do? Still in 10th. He has to improve maybe with a 10 to jump up some positions. Does he do that? No, it doesn't look like it. Winston Eckel does not improve his lap time. And that does not help. If he improves with just a 10th, that will put him into 6th position, I think. Which is not bad, definitely, for Winston Eckel. But he is not living up to the hype which we all expected from him, I think. Vincent Osams, he's now not improving. This man, we will stay with him. Winston Eckel, we want to see him improve. He is really a man who's underperforming right now. He said in a chat with us earlier, which you guys didn't hear, but he said he was effing quick. And you guys know what the effing words means. But that says a lot. Florian Krüger also improving now. He's going to come across the line. Is it an improvement for him though? No, it doesn't look like it. 15.6 that is for him. Winston Eckel, come on you buddy. You can improve. Do it for Platinum Racing League. Do it for all his fans. Is he finally improving now is the question. Yes, he does. He finally improves now. That puts him up into 7th position. Frederik Schwartz also improves from 22nd on the grid to 13th in the grid. As we have now only 1.5 minutes left, and it was Nick Kerstens who was being beaten by his dad, but he has improved now. He has just improved, just last lap. And he's now 22nd. His dad is 26th. Not out on track currently. He is out on track. Frank Schlottmann has improved 15.6. But is he improving now is the question. Pepe Kerstens, there should be some time in there for him. But he has to improve now. A man who is again improving is Nick Kerstens. Not improving in the middle sector, but he was improving in the first sector, definitely. Nick Kerstens, what can he do across the finish line? He comes for the last time this qualifying. That is going to be 16.1, only 1 second off. That puts him another position up ahead of Colin Pest, I think. Colin van der Pest is now 22nd and Nick Kerstens is 21st. Pepe does not improve, and it looks like this man currently on an improvement, but it looks like he is not going to be able to finish that lap off, which will be sad. But he has a purple first sector, which we won't be able to see. Niels Langeveld, can he improve? No, he also can't, and that is qualifying done for you. He was on a purple lap time, but let's look on to the grid for this race. And we see that on the grid, a man who said he didn't have the pace is Vincent Osams. Second is Josh Files. And third is Martin Hobson. Then we have in fourth George Augusto. Niels Langeveld is in fifth. A good qualifying for him, finally out there in the sim. Sixth is Florian Krüger. Seventh, Winston Eckel. Eighth, Andy Kuhn. Ninth is Fabian Tauben. 10th is Milo Speelman. He is performing to his best of his abilities. Then we have in 11th Ben Green, 12th Frank Schlottmann. 13th we have Ricardo Romkema, 14th Frederik Schwartz, 15th, Marnix Heister. 16th, Jake Browning. 17th, Jensen De Leeuw. And 18th, we have Stefano Pellegrino. 19th, Cas Brinkhuizen. 20th, Niels Koster. 21st, Nick Kerstens. Good qualifying for him. 22nd, Colin van der Pest. Danny Vogel is in 23rd. 24th is Hugo Akesen, the Swede, performing to his best of his abilities. Benjamin A. Walker. 25th, 26th, Pepe Kersten. 27th, Michael Fitzpatrick. 28th, Jack Smedley. 29th, Andrew Seymour. And Richard Beukema with a qualifying ban, of course, in a last position. Well, that is all for this moment. A standing start. We have everyone is on the grid now, and Vincent Ossams will be looking to lead the field to green. As we now have, we are waiting on the 5 red light. 3, 4, 5 red lights are on there, out, and we're underway for the second race. And behind that, it's Josh Files with a very bad start. Vincent Ossams already heading clear of the field, and that is a very good start. But Martin Hobson has the best start behind the pair of them, and Josh Files absolutely blows the start there on the grid, but he is back into 5th. Also a very bad start for Niels Langeveld, and getting caught up into that. In 8th position is Winston Eckel as well. Also not a good start for him again, but Vincent Ossams clear of the field already in the first lap. 20-minute race, of course. We will do around about 15 laps because this is such a small track. Vincent Ossams, we expect him to do great after that qualifying, of course.
Super Hugo.
Niels Langeveld in 7th at the moment. 4th is Fabian Tauben. Or 13th is Fabian Tauben. 4 positions lost for him at the moment. Not looking all that great. A man who has gained a lot of positions at the start. 17th right now is Nick Kerstens. He had a very, very good start, but already into the pit lane again is Pepe Kerstens. That team not really picking up points with Pepe there. Nick has to do all the work now, under attack from Stefano Pellegrino. Is he going to dive down the inside? Yes, he is going to try so. Marnix Heister behind that as well. He's going to have to sit around the outside and see people crash tire. That is not what you want to see. Down the inside now, trying to go Marnix Heister on Nick Kerstens. He makes that move work, forces him out wide there. They both stay on track luckily, but now Nick has fallen back into 18th into the hands of Colin van der Pest as well. And that is not what you want to see out in front there. It's still Vincent Ossams with a 1.4 second lead. He's trying to keep that lead up, of course, but Marnix also trying to get as many points as he can here, and doing great in the feature race. Maybe again, the feature race will be, of course, with a reversed grid. We know that a man who has currently gained the most position is Benjamin A. Walker in 19th position for Trio Race Esports 2. He has gained 6 positions. Not all that much, being beaten by Jake Smedley now. 21st, he is 7 positions gained. Also Trio Race Esports 2 having a good start, these two. A lot of people already into the pit lane though, sadly. A man who has repaired his start, it seems like, is Winston Eckel now under attack, it seems like, from Andy Kuhn. He is desperately trying to get past Winston Eckel. The next corner isn't really an overtaking opportunity, so he's wise and does not try it there. Meanwhile, out at front, it is Vincent Ossams building up that lead. And Winston Eckel, can he now make his way to Florian Kruger in 5th? He will be looking to do so with, at the moment, a gap of 1.5 seconds to make up by Winston Eckel under attack currently. Niels Langeveld, he will be looking to do better, to do one better at the moment. Roll bar, we are looking with him now on the roll bar, I wanted to say. Josh Files with the fastest lap at the moment, 49. Is he going to try something down the inside? He definitely looks for it though. And that, oh, does Winston Eckel go wide there? That is the question. Does Winston Eckel go wide? Yes, he does. Now he is going to have to defend into the next corner. He has the inside if he can keep it there. Yes, he can. He's going to have to force him out wide, and they touch there. And that is going to allow Niels Langeveld to go through as well. A little bit of a touch there. I think that was some kind of netcode. It might be. It might also just be him not knowing where his car is quite yet. Very new to the touring cars. Winston Eckel, of course, but trying to make the best of it. 6 is definitely a position where he will be happy with in this race to finish. Definitely after his heat race last time out at Alton Park. But now the real story is Jürgen Auguste closing down the leader, Vincent Ossems. Last lap he was 1.5 tenths faster. And it looks like he is very much faster than Vincent in this race as well. But we know how well Vincent can defend. Meanwhile, further back in the field we have a little bit of something happening. Fabian Tobin crashed out. And he had, I think, to jump. He had to jump to the pit lane, yes. That is sad to see as we go back to live pictures now. And we see that the gap from Vincent has almost disappeared within a lap. And this being such a short lap, this doesn't mean great things for Vincent. Last lap, 4 tenths faster, this man, Jürgen Augusto. That is really with the slipstream now, only half a second that is now with the slipstream. He will be gaining on the straights as well. But Vincent not looking really comfortable at the moment in that Hyundai from him. Now onto the straight as we look on to a lap time comparison for both the drivers. Last lap again, 3 tenths faster, 2 tenths faster, just a little bit, just half a tenth slower. Now again half a tenth faster, but we really want to see it to P minus. There you can really see Vincent Ossems has been really pretty much slower than Jürgen Augusto, which isn't really a way he wants to be doing things around here. But Vincent has to hold on to this position. This is not his favorite track. He is definitely not comfortable out here. But if he wants to have a shot at the title, he has to do it now while his main competitor Mirko Bortolotti is away. And it might be unfair advantage, but it is Mirko who has his real life racing. And that, of course, has priority for him. Which is very, very understandable. And now onto the straights it comes, still half a second it is. Someone who hasn't really found his way forward and keeps being in 6th position, not really gaining on the cars in front of him, is Winston Eckel for Platinum Racing Team 1. Let me see if this works now then. Is this how it works? I don't know if it does work. I have to go on to this one. I hope it does work. It doesn't seem like it has worked. There are no live points, that is sad. Nope, doesn't work at the moment. We gave it a good shot, but it will maybe work after this race. But Winston Eckel now finally getting a bit of clean air behind him. finally being released from that pressure, and that has definitely given him the opportunity to finally now chase down Florian Krüger in fifth. He had to get that clean air behind him. He had to get away from the pressure, which has really helped him now to find himself again, find that pace, and chase down Florian Krüger. Now last lap, 3/10 faster was Winston. Closing down on Florian Krüger with a very, how do you say that? A very comfortable lap time. I think he isn't really pushing for it at the moment, as we are almost halfway through the race. And I would love to know from you guys in chat what you guys think from the racing as of yet. I think it has been really great to watch, especially at the front now. Josh Files, a man who I think doesn't have the fastest lap. I think that's in the hand of Jürgen Augusto, but he is now in second place. They've switched places, Josh Files and Jürgen Augusto. Maybe Josh Files now is trying to make his way past Vincent Ossems, but it isn't happening yet. He is holding these guys off at the moment for quite some time already now. He is still in the lead as we are over halfway through in this race. But my question is, how is Beukema doing? Richard Beukema, he is out of this race already. Courtesy of a qualifying ban, he had to start from the back, and that hasn't worked for him. Into the pits now. No, not into the pits. I am completely lost on this circuit at the moment. Oh, does Vincent have some damage on the left or on the right rear of his car? It definitely looks like it is a bit bent in, but we're not going to speculate about that. Oh, we have a spinner there in the background. Jürgen Augusto, he managed to keep that. Let's look at that again. He went off track here. Oh, a drift for him. He loses one position with that. Maybe two at the end of the straight. I think he loses two at the end of the straight, but that is a miraculous save from Jürgen Augusto. That is absolutely amazing to see. Back to live footage again. These two, Josh Files and Vincent Ossems, running away with it. This gives Josh Files the opportunity to just focus ahead of him and try and just completely focus on attacking Vincent. He's parking it on every apex Vincent is hitting at the moment. He is parking it to not allow Josh Files through. It's really, you have to hit the apex. The move around the outside is very difficult around this track. It's either very slow corners, which you don't want to be around the outside because you're going to lose time then, or very fast corners where you can't really be on the outside. So the only overtaking opportunity, or the only real overtaking opportunity, is on the end of this straight. And now Josh Files has a chance, I think. Closing in on Vincent Ossems, closing, but I don't think it will be enough. 3/10 the gap was at the beginning of the straight. He gains a 10th, I think, but that is not going to be enough. He's going to try and have a look up the inside, unsettle Vincent, but that doesn't unsettle him. Vincent is just too comfortable. He turns in, and he's like, if you hit me, you are going to be penalized for it. Of course, because he runs into the back of him. That is very smart racing from Vincent, but if he overshoots the corner, that is a problem as well. They're both out of the race at that point then. Well, Josh Files, this is the battle for the lead, and it's really shaping up to be a good one. Josh Files with only 6.5 minutes left. They are very close together, to be honest with you. And I hope that it will definitely stay like this for the rest of this race. And I have to say, of course, we can be happy that it's this close. But where do I look now is the question. We have a lot of action going on. Winston Eckel also now finally closed up to the back of Jürgen Augusto. And can he make something work? Jürgen Augusto, Winston Eckel is here side by side. Florian Krüger and Jürgen Augusto. It seems like Florian keeps the inside very well here, but he's now going to get switched back. But he again has the inside. This fighting has allowed definitely Winston Eckel to get closer much faster, and he now has 5.5 minutes to do that. Off track there goes Jürgen Augusto. He comes back on track, and that is side by side with Winston Eckel. It seems like Winston Eckel now around the outside, and he has that position up into 5th. He gets given that position by some contact. Jürgen Augusto and Florian Krüger coming into contact, side by side contact, door to door contact there. Trying to go around the outside a little bit too much maybe. He's now under attack again from Jürgen Augusto, but he managed to hold that off. Winston is a very smart driver. 2 positions gained for him. Florian Krüger also 2 positions gained. He's now looking to get up ahead of him. Oh, down the inside there. He has him defend, and that maybe now will give him the line on to the straight. We look on to the nose from Winston Eckel now, side by side. He's going to have to go around the outside. Is he going to have that move done before the end of the straight? If that is the case, he will switch to the inside. And he doesn't have that move done. They're going to be side by side through the first corner. He will have the inside for the next one if he has the acceleration out of this one. And he is side by side still. Side by side for the next corner as well. The inside is now for Winston Eckel. We saw some contact. And down the inside is now Jürgen Augusto on Florian Krüger. He gives him a cookie of his own, and that is now Jürgen Augusto up into 4th position. 2 positions lost there in one corner as he now dives down the inside. I think that is a little bit too much there. I think that is a little bit too much. I think that is a move out of frustration there from Florian Krüger, but who am I to judge? We say then 4 minutes left, and it's Winston Eckel now up into 4th. A very good race from the young Dutchman. Dutchman with a really funny accent. We're gonna hear that in the interview. 4 seconds he now has to catch up to Martin Hobson. That is not gonna happen, I think. So we will look on to the battle. Frank Schlottmann side by side with Niels Langeveld onto the straight. Niels Langeveld will defend the inside. He will have to brake just a little bit later, and he looks to have that move done at the end of the straight. Yes, he does. Still side by side going into the first corner. Niels Langeveld pushes him out wide, not really leaving that much room there. And that is another contact for Niels Langeveld. Not really living up to the hype, this man. Having raced in TCR in real life, we expect more from him. We expect him to know how wide his car is. But having said that, it's now Vincent Ossems, I think, who has lost a few positions there due to a back mark, and he will not be happy with that. And let's look again how that happened. I will try and find the move there. This is how it happened. Catching the back marker down the inside. He is definitely not happy with that back marker. He can't be happy with that back marker in the way he is here. Where does the back marker have to go? He compromises Vincent there, and that is not something Vincent will be happy with. And then braking, oh, that is not something the back marker should do. That is not something Vincent will be happy with, and that is something that has to be addressed. Vincent will be hanging on to the back of Josh Files. But I think Josh just has that position now. He wouldn't be happy with that, definitely. He has some damage now, and it's definitely just damage limitation. Every point he can gain, he will get 4 points less. 21 points he will get now. But are we going to start the final lap? The answer is no, I think. At the end of this lap, we will start the final lap, yes. The white flag will be shown then, but Josh Files just has that little bit more speed than Vincent Ossems. And he will now be, I think, allowed through. And Vincent Ossems has to watch out that he doesn't lose that position to Martin Hobson as well. But that is very much an anticlimactic ending of this race. Vincent defending for his life and then getting outdone by a backmarker. That is definitely not something he will be happy with. And I think we are going to hear something about that in the interview at the end of this evening. He won't be happy with that, and I think Race Control won't be happy with that as well. Now down the inside, Ricardo Rumkema down the inside of Fredrik Schwarz. Is going to be able to make that one stick? No, it doesn't look like it. He is very sensible with that move. As we are now, yes, into the last lap of this race. It has been a very exciting race, a very action-packed race. Very close racing, but that is what the TCR, the Platinum Racing TCR League provides to you. Platinum Racing Team 1, Platinum Racing Team 2, and Platinum Racing Team 1 with Monix Heister. He has gained some positions as well, 14th. Every point he can pick up is one for this man. 6 points currently for Vincent Ossems, or for Monix Heister. Vincent Ossems currently with 21 points. Now rounding off this corner, Josh Files is going to come across the line to finish first, but I think Vincent Ossems will be very happy with that. Morten Hobson will finish in third, and that is a very, very exciting race. I mean, what can we ask more for of the drivers than this close racing? It has been an absolute masterpiece from Vincent, apart from that unlucky situation with the back marker, and he will definitely, I think, make a point of that, and the Race Control will be looking to address that on to the next series. Nick Kerstens, he will also again finish in the points. He is currently, or he has finished, yes, in 19th. That will give him 2 points. That will give Team Kerstens also 2 points in the bag as well. They will have 5 points as well now. And I think that is this session done. Is there anyone else out on track who has to finish? Yes, I think Pepe Kerstens is also the one who will be finishing. Yes, he has finished now, and I think we now have the result. I'm gonna look on it now. Do we have the result in now? It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't. We don't have the result in. This is still the result like it was before this. But hey, that is how it is. This is still the points how they were before this race. But, well, we will look on to the result, because for the people that were moaning about it last time, yes, I did forget it, but I did think at that time that other things had priority. Well, results, first, second and third is Josh Files, Vincent Ossems and Martin Hobson. Fourth, Winston Eckel, a very good race from the young Dutchman. Fifth is Florian Kruger. Sixth, Jurgen Augusto. Seventh, Niels Langeveld. Andy Kuhn is an 8-9. Fredrik Schwarz, 10th. Ricardo Romkema, 11th. Jake Browning, 12th. Frank Slotman, 13th. Milo Speelman, 14th, and again picking up points is Marnix Heister. He will again be starting on the front row of the grid for the next race. 15th, Stefano Pellegrino. 16th, Colin Pass. 17th, Benjamin Walker. 18th, Dani Vugel. We will have to go over this quickly now. 19th, Nick Kerstens. 20th, Jake Smedley. 21st, Brinkhuizen. Cas Brinkhuizen, Andrew Seymour. 22nd, 23rd, Pepe Kersten. 24th, Jensen Leo. 25th, and not finishing the race, Fabian Tobin, and that will round it off for us. We will be looking onto the grid now then with Stefano Pellegrino on pole position again. Marnix Heister in second. He will be looking for just as good as a start as he had last time out. Third, Milo Speelman. Fourth, Frank Slotman. Fifth, Jake Browning. Third, Ricardo Romkema. Seventh, Fredrik Schwartzman. Eighth, Andy Kuhn. Ninth, Niels Langeveld. 10th, Jurgen August. 11th, Florian Kruger. Winston Eckel in 12th. 13th. Then we have Martin Hobson 14th, and hopefully with a better feature race now, Vincent Osams, and we are again racing. This is not what we expected, of course. Stefano Pellegrino leads the field to green. Marnix Heister doesn't seem to have as good of a start as he had last time out, but he's going to try and look around the outside. We again missed the start. Just a minute I think we have there. But hey, that is how it is. Marnix now with a very good start, trying to go up the inside. How is our boy Vincent Osams looking? He is trying to make his way around. Not really in the mayhem. Currently he is just sitting his positions out at the moment. Vincent Osams still in 13-12 now. He is up the inside. He goes slowly but surely. He is gaining those positions. Winston Eckel had a very good start. 4 positions gained already for him in the opening phase of this race. 7th already. Winston Eckel absolutely on a charge. A man who has fallen out of the points. No, Marnix Heister. Where are you, my friend? 13. He had such a good start. And he is down into 13, maybe 12 now. Josh Files, he is alongside the race winner of last time. I can't speak English all of a sudden. Down the inside, he will try to go. Look at how busy it is up in front of that. Niels Langeveld is also in that queue. Vincent Osams finally gaining places at the start of a race. Another one with some bad luck is again Winston Eckel. There he is, getting turned around maybe. Winston Eckel, here he is. Here it is, how he went off track. Yes, getting pushed from behind. That is not what you want to see. And that will again deny him from a good result. Oh, so gutted for this man. Not having the best of results. Vincent Osams, though, he will have a good result. Hopefully he is in 8th now. Let's look onto his charge as we go now onto the live pictures again that weren't live pictures. He is currently in 8th, trying to charge down Niels Langeveld, which won't be an easy task. Ahead of that is a queue of 3-man Frank Schlottmann, leading the race at the moment for PCS1. Stefano Pellegrino behind that for Gazax Racing Academy. They will be very happy with that. Milo Spelman rounds off top 3 for Lithium Motorsports. And they will be looking for a good result as well. I think they have 0 points at the moment. And that's something they will be proud of. Vincent Osams, definitely this man will try and be good for the championship. Definitely Josh Files will also be a competitor for him. But the man who disappoints us again is Winston Eckel. We thought he had a very good race last time out, or a bad race last time out. I mean, he would do better this time out. Behind that is a very big crash again. Jurgen Augusto there being sent back to 17th. Meanwhile, someone who is also driving very well is Nick Herstens. He is up into 12th position at the moment. And that is very, very great to see. The young Dutchman, only I think 15 or 14 years old is this boy from the Netherlands, and he is doing great in this very competitive TCR field. He's learning very quickly, and now he will be trying to make up another position around the outside. Will be Marnix Heister trying to go up the inside of Frederick Schwartz now maybe as well. That doesn't look like it's wisely, but he is going to try it though. And that is a very good move from Nick Herstens there. Very smart driving from the young boy. Cos Brinkhuizen capitalizes on that as well to pass Marnix Heister now down the inside. Marnix Heister will come as well, but that doesn't happen. Nick Herstens, he will be looking to get up in the top 10. A top 15 finish will be very good for Nick Herstens. They will be very, very happy with that one. Frank Schlottmann is still in the lead, almost a second Niels Speelman trying to chase him down. Niels Langeveld in 5th now. He's also trying to chase him down. Vincent Osams is in 6th, gaining these positions at the moment together with Niels Langeveld, but not really working together. It seems like they are fighting more often than they are working together. 5 minutes already over in this race, and it's Jake Browning with a purple lap. Will that be beaten by some drivers? No, it won't. But some drivers setting personal best. Niels Langeveld setting a personal best here. Still getting reeled in by Vincent Osams. 2/10 faster it looked like Niels Langeveld last lap, but that has all disappeared all of a sudden. Someone who did have a very good start after qualifying ban and not finishing the last race is Richard Beukema. He finishes in, or he is currently in 20th position. That is a points paying position for Kart Academy Esports 1. They will be very, very happy with that as well. Not being too far down. Oh, as it gets a little bit messy there. Not what you definitely want to see. Niels Langeveld, Vincent Osams, they are very closely matched. Winston Eckel, he is repairing some of the damage that has been done, and he now has in front of him the youngster from Team Kerstens, Nick Kerstens. 8th position gained by that boy, and he is still looking to improve that further and further, being just a little bit slower than Fredrik Swartz last time around, but Winston Eckel is really eating out of that lead from Nick Kerstens. He is always that little bit cocky, this man Winston Eckel, but he hasn't really performed to spec yet, and he will be looking to do that. Marnix Heister also in 13th. He will be looking to get some points, still better than his finishing position in the heat race, but it could have been so much more for Marnix Heister, starting from 2nd on the grid. Martin Hobson now currently with the fastest lap, and they're getting a bit of deja vu. Vincent Osams is just ahead of Josh Files. Martin Hobson is behind that. They're now gaining positions like it's nothing. And again, I have to remind you, if you like the content we are making, please subscribe to the channel. We would love you to subscribe. 5 likes at the moment. Let's try and get that up to 10 on this stream. Niels Langeveld though still in 5th, but now under attack from Vincent Osams, trying to go around the outside is Vincent. Now will the switchback work for Vincent? He does get the better drive out of the corner, but Niels Langeveld will have the inside for next corner. Thus, I think Vincent Osams bails out of that one. He doesn't want to lose the time to Josh Files behind him and risk losing positions to them, because that will be very valuable positions lost for him. He's just trying to buy this time. Florian Krüger is really slowing up, I think, both drivers behind him, Niels Langeveld, but they have to try and find a way past. Milo Speelman 1.4 seconds ahead of the 3 of them. Then just half a second ahead of that is Jake Browning, and then almost a second is Frank Schlottmann. They're eating into that lead a little bit the last laps, but not by that much, I have to say. But let's look on to this battle. Jensen Leo will now try and defend his position for life, or will try and attack for his life. They are both teammates, I think, so maybe that there will be some cooperative. No, they're not teammates. They're with the same livery, but they're from a different team. They're from Team 1 and Team 2. But hey, what can you change about their livery? I think they're beautiful liveries, and I think they should keep it like that. A man who I think I definitely want to spend some more time with, and I want to let you show the circuit, is Nick Kerstens. It's a very small track, so it will be a very short lap, but definitely next lap this man will show you the way around the circuit. In 12th now, 7 positions gained, and he is doing really, really well for Team Kerstens at the moment. And I think his dad, Pepe, will be very proud of his son at the moment, carrying the team, or carrying, at least getting the team some points. A little bit of a mistake there, getting out onto the grass with his left side wheels. But we now go on board with the young Dutchman, the 14 or 15, I don't know exactly, year-old Dutchman. And he will show you around the track. I will keep quiet for the time being. Well, and a lap like that will give you a 16.5 time. Now, will he be able to hold on to this position? I dearly hope so for him and the team. But meanwhile, we have a battle out in front. 3/10 is the difference between the top two. PCS Team 1 and 2 fighting for the title, for the victory at this race, that is. But my question to them is, what are you looking forward to if you have two teammates battling? It is really, really just edge of your seat racing. Meanwhile, Milo Spillman behind that is now catching up, although Vincent Ossems is still behind Niels Langeveld, but he will sit out his time there. 6 is definitely not a bad result for him in the feature race, since he hasn't finished some of his last outings in a feature race. He was a little bit cursed there, we thought, but it seems like that curse has been gone now. But he still has to finish in this position. Well, meanwhile, out in front, the gap is still only, not almost a tenth even. He is under pressure, Jake Browning. If they don't catch traffic again, that will mean that they won't have some kind of calamity happen. But I think that is a very good pass. Yes, well, also man is making up his ground is Winston Eckel after the lost ground there. He's now 2 positions up on his in his starting position. He is definitely doing great at the moment. Winston Eckel now trying to go down the inside of Martin Hobson or Ricardo Romkema, and that does happen. He has that position done. He is now up into 9th position, and that will give him 1 more point than he had before, but now he has a really, really big gap to catch up. Jake Browning, though, is currently trying to stay ahead of Frank Slotman. That is at the moment happening, although Vincent Ossems and Niels Langeveld have gained a position. Milos Speelman has fallen out of the sandwich there. 4th and 5th respectively, these guys now. Vincent making him defend. Now onto the straight they go. Vincent Ossems, he has a very good run now. Look with him on his nose. Hyundai, the BOP has worked like a treat for this race. But down the inside and around the outside he's trying to go. Niels Langeveld on Florian Kruger, and is that gonna work is the question. No. Is that gonna allow Vincent Ossems through on Niels Langeveld is the question. He is side by side with him and he bails out of that again. No, he doesn't. He gets pushed off wide, and again there is the curse for Vincent Ossems. He managed to keep it on track, but he falls back into 8th position, and behind him there is Winston Eckel, and he will think, not again Vincent in a bad position. But that is Niels Langeveld in, I don't know how many scraps and touches he has had with drivers at the moment. But not the cleanest races from him. To be honest, we expected better from him. Vincent now has to catch up some time to Martin Hobson, Josh Files and Milos Speelman to get up into his former position. And he only has 3.5 minutes to do that. Meanwhile, Nick Kerstens has gained a position again. Still in 11th quite comfortably, and I'm not gonna jinx him now, but he is very comfortably in 11th position. A very good drive for him. We look on to the battle for the lead. Niels Langeveld also has got past Florian Kruger. This is the pass. Oh, and the touch again. It's again Niels Langeveld who touches someone. That is... I mean, I'm going to stop commenting about it now, but that is... I think the stewards will have their thing to say about that, but this is the last thing I'm going to say about it. Langeveld, where is he now? There it is. We are back to the leaders. Jake Browning is in 1st at the moment. Frank Slotman is in 2nd. 3rd is Milos Speelman. Vincent Ossems is in 6th at the moment. He is currently closing down to Martin Hobson. Where has Niels Langeveld gone? Niels Langeveld looks like he has crashed. Yes, he has. Niels Langeveld has crashed again. Not something you want to see, but that allowed Vincent to get back up into 6th position. And now ahead of him is 5th, 4th and 3rd. Now ahead of him is 4th and 3rd. He is side by side with 6th at the moment. Again on the outside here, he's going to get a little bit of deja vu. Onto the gravel again, having to cut across the gravel again there. But right behind that is Winston Eckel lurking in the background, not too shabby to overtake him, of course. And he won't ask if he can overtake him, he will just do it. Jake Browning has to hold on for a few more corners because this is the last lap, everyone. The last corner he is going to round off now. Jake Browning for PCS2. The last corner, not touching the grass on the outside, not on the inside, getting on the curb, clipping the apex, not touching the gravel on the outside. And that will see him come through to take victory in the feature race. Behind that is Frank Slotman. Josh Files will finish third ahead of Milo Speelman, Martin Hobson and Vincent Oshems. Very close between those guys. Winston Eckel joined that fight at the end as well. Frederick Schwartz in 8th. And ladies and gentlemen, our surprise of today is Nick Kerstens finishing 9th in the feature race. That is absolutely amazing to see. He still gained some positions there at the end of the race, I think from Florian Fruger or something like that. Where is he down at? Florian Krüger and Niels Langeveld and Stefano Pellegrino, they retired in the last moment. Richard Beukema also doing his best for the team. He started the first race in at the back of the grid since he had a qualifying ban, but now he's in 13. That is very good from the young man. I think everyone has finished right now. Yes, that is everyone finished. It looks like we are gonna look on to the result of this race then. Josh Files is in first. Second is Vincent Oshems. Did Vincent become second? This can't be true. No, this is not the feature race. I thought for a second that Vincent became second. Jake Browning finishes first for PCS2. PCS1 will be very happy with the finishing second in the name of Frank Slotman. Josh Files will be finishing in third. These are not the final standings. These are the provisional finishing standings. Miro Speelman in fourth. Fifth is Martin Hobson. Sixth, Vincent Oshems finally finishing a feature race well. Could have been even more if he hadn't had that contact there with Niels Langeveld. Seventh, Winston Eckel. Two mediocre races for him there, but finishing well in both races. Frederick Schwartz in 8th. 9 is Nick Kerstens, a very, very good race from him. Kas Brinkhuizen in 10th. 11th, Dani Vogel. 12th, Ricardo Romkema. 13th, Richard Beukema. From starting last in the first race, he is up into 13th in the feature. A very good drive, a very stellar drive from him. Niels Kosters, 14th. 15th, Jensen de Leeuw. 16th, Colin Pest. And 17th, Benjamin A. Walker. And 18, also picking up points, Pepe Kerstens. As we look further on into the field, 19th is Hugo Akeson. 20th, Jake Smedley. 21st, Stefano Pellegrini. 22nd, Niels Langeveld. A very bad result for him again in there. Florian Krüger, 23rd. 24th, Maurice Heister. He could have finished way, way better in both races, but sadly a crash denied him from that. Jurgo Augusto, 25th. 26th, Andrew Seymour. 27th, Michael Fitzpatrick. At 28th is Andy Kuhn. These are the standings at the end of this race, the provisional standings. We will now look back onto the race. We will give you some slow-mo shots and well, I mean, everyone, what a race we have seen. Absolutely amazing to see that. Of course, we are gonna go on to the interviews right now. We have a lot of drivers waiting. And we'll start with, I think, a pleasant surprise. Nick, welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Nick, you had a pretty normal heat race. The first race was very normal for you, but I mean, a surprise for us all, finishing ninth in the feature race. First of all, congrats for that result, and I think the team and your dad will be very happy with that.
Again, thank you. I think the first race didn't go that well. I got pushed off a couple of times. Um, but my second heat race went very well. Yeah. My start was great. I got like 3 people, I think,
Yeah.
and then it's just a matter of keeping it on the track.
Yeah, well, keeping it on the track, you did. You finished ninth. Is this some of your favorite tracks, or is it just you got lucky with the amount of people that crashed out in front of you? Because I think
I
you had the pace to keep up with them.
I think I got lucky. I didn't practice this race very well, so that's why I think I'm more lucky than just race pace.
Well, I think that's a recipe for next race as well, then, Nick. Don't practice that much, and you will get lucky maybe again in both races. Then maybe. Nick, thanks
Yes.
for the interview, man, and good luck out there next week.
Yes, thank you.
Well. We look now on to someone who finally had a good race in both races. Winston, welcome, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Winston, I mean, you had in both races not the best of luck, but you fought back from both of it. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, finishing seventh in the feature race is not bad, I think.
No, it's not bad. It is fun now to drive on the track when overtaking is possible. Even on Summit Point, I was really skeptical about it at that first, but yeah, when you see the racing, it was quite good. I saw battles with 3 wide into turn one, and even on the twisty section in the middle part, even then good racing. So the track was very enjoyable. But yeah, in qualifying, it just not kept it together with the sectors. I made some small mistakes, and well, even I started in P7, I believe, or something, and I had quite a good start, and then people were fighting, and I tried to just keep it on the track and trying to make some moves. And yeah, the moves were possible, even the one on Langeveld and on the one on Jorge Augusto in the second race in the feature. Yeah, it was really fun. And yeah, and I had a very promising start in the feature, and then I had a small incident with Langeveld, who outbreak himself a little bit, and yeah, after that it was a fight back, try to get through the field. So it was enjoyable. So yeah, it was good.
Well, absolutely great to hear you had fun this weekend. Next weekend, what are you looking forward to? Again, a good result?
Yeah, of course, we're trying to get the most points possible. But well, yeah, the TCR League is number one. The priority list is fun. We need to have fun in these cars, and I think that we had a great race today as well. For all the people that yeah that joined here for this race, I will thank them, and I will see them next week and trying to fight on track even harder.
Well, Winston, you've done absolutely great again for the team and for yourself in both races. Thank you for the interview, and I wish you good luck out there next week.
Yeah, you're welcome, mate. Have a nice evening.
Well, we have to talk, Vincent. Finally, you finished a feature race in a good position.
Yeah, decent position.
Decent is
Yeah,
how Vincent says, but yeah, I mean, after being pushed off by, I think, Niels, or a little contact there, I think you can be happy with sixth.
yeah, I'm quite happy, but I'm still grieving about race one.
Yeah, we saw we saw it happen, having some bad luck with a back marker there. Can you
Yeah,
tell us what happened afterwards? Because for us on stream, it looked like he just brake checked you.
Yeah, I noticed we had quite a lot of overspeed, so I knew we were catching him that lap. And I noticed he was braking fairly early, so I hoped he would let us through on the straight or something, but he obviously wasn't. And so when going into T5, I had to brake early because I thought he would do that again, and I left the door open for Josh. And yeah, when we were side by side, and he was in front of me, he just braked, and I couldn't do anything. So yeah, it was very unfortunate. I was lucky I didn't lose more than one place. So I think that's the only positive from that situation. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, Vincent, I think you finished both races in quite a acceptable position. The team will be happy with it, definitely. You will be happy with that, I hope. The championship
Yeah.
is really now swinging your way, of course. Mirko not here this weekend. You taken full advantage of that. 2 good finishes. This was really the time you needed it, and it came.
Yeah, it's always nice to when somebody can't drive, you can gain some points on them. And with these two finishes, yeah, I'm quite happy.
Well, great to hear you're happy with the results, Vincent. Thank you for the interview, and I wish you good luck out there next week.
Yes, thank you.
Well, we will move swiftly on to someone who finished just inside the points in the feature race. Jake, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me. Well, it was a good race, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You finished in the last points paying position. A very hard fought points paying position, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had a tough battle with Hugo towards the end of the feature race. Might have given me a little bump, but we'll leave the stewards to decide that.
Yeah, well, we didn't see it on stream. Can you explain for us what happened exactly?
Yeah, I've actually got it up. So what happened was, I was coming down towards the chicane, and Hugo decided he went up the inside, which there wasn't enough room, in my opinion, to go past there. But he got the move done and bumped me a bit, which sent me a bit off. But I had no terminal damage, so not too much of a penalty, I don't think.
Yeah, well, you definitely performed well in the feature race. Next week, looking forward to an even better result.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if I've got points finished this time, I'm looking to maybe aim to the top 15 next time.
Well, that is definitely a thing to aim for next week. Well, I hope you had fun. I think most of the drivers did. And I'm going to thank you for the interview, buddy. And
Thank you for having me.
I'll wish you good luck out there next week.
Thank you.
Well. On to the next one we go. It's Martin Hobson with us at the moment. Martin, welcome.
Hiya, buddy. Hiya. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
Yeah, not too bad. Really happy with my result, and yeah, some great racing.
Definitely. Well, finishing 5th in the feature race is, I think, a result. Did you expect it?
Not really. No, I was expecting top 10, but not that far up the top 10. Something like P8, P7. But to get P5, it's just like, yeah, very good result. I'm P3 in first race as well, so I had a good night, to be honest.
Yeah, you had a good
Some good
weekend.
points. Yeah, some good points as well, so that'll help a lot with championship.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be difficult to do one better next week, I think, but I think you're definitely going to aim for that.
Yeah, it's a lot of practice needed. I only did 45 minutes practice last week, and I've done 3 hours practice this week, so it's proven good to do it like to practice more.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I hope you had fun tonight.
I did really enjoyed myself, and I can't wait for next week.
Definitely. Well, that is very great to hear. I'm going to thank you for the interview, buddy, and I'll
Thank
wish you great luck out there next week. And although it's difficult, hope you do better next week.
Yeah, thank you. I'll try my best.
Well, that is absolutely amazing. And with that, I think there are no, or are there? No, I think there are no drivers left in the waiting room who have to be interviewed. Or do we? I'll just get him in here. Milo, welcome.
Hello.
Milo, we didn't have you in here yet. I'm confused at the moment. Or did we?
I don't think so.
Well, Milo, let's kick it off then with the feature race, finishing fourth. Yeah, well, losing one position from your starting position, but I think fourth, yeah, finishing fourth, you will be very happy with that, definitely.
Yeah, I'm very happy because at the start I knew there were a lot of fast people behind me. And yeah, it was overall pretty good. The start was terrible though, but I saw somebody got pushed off, so I mean I should just snatch the 2 positions there.
Yeah. First race you finished in 11th or 12th, I think?
Yes, I think 13th actually.
13th, okay. Yeah, well, also a points paying result for you there as well. I mean, what can you ask more for than 2 points results in a race, other than 2 wins?
Yeah, that would 2 wins would be amazing, but that's gonna be very hard. Yeah, though that first race was actually not really good. I expected to be a little bit higher, but you know the qualifying was also very busy. Couldn't really find a good place, and I kept ruining my lap when I did have space.
Yeah, well, with these amount of cars on track, of course, it is difficult, and with these small tracks that we race on with this series, it is definitely difficult to find that clean lap. We saw that with a number of people, and you were sadly one of them. Yeah, well, I mean, I wish you good luck out there next week. I hope you had fun this weekend.
Yes, I definitely did. Yeah.
Well, thank you for the interview, buddy, and good
Yeah,
luck out
thanks
there
for
next
this
week.
day. Bye.
Bye bye. Well, now we definitely had all of them in here. Now we can definitely round it off. Well, I thank everyone for watching. It has been an absolute pleasure. I especially have enjoyed it very, very much again. What a result for Nick again. Nick Kerstens will do the team very, yeah, very good with this. Finishing ninth, I think that is 11 points he will pick up with that result. Sadly, the points table did not update. That's something to look for next week. But yeah, we thank you, of course, for watching. I mean, did you enjoy it as much as I did? Consider subscribing. The Discord link is in the description if you want to join Platinum Racing League yourself and attend in the series that we organize. We do a lot. We have the PEC coming up, the Platinum Endurance Championship. I'm very excited for that. I'm very much a endurance racer. I love the challenge of racing against the clock, and I'm definitely very hyped for that. I think the 5th of February we have the first race out at Spa. Definitely looking forward to that. That is still quite some time away. So I think there are still 6 positions, 2 in LMP2, 2 in GT3 and 2 in GTE open. I think they're filled now with what we have, but if not, try and get into the Discord as fast as you can, get a team together and get in there as fast as you possibly can for you, because it is definitely going to be very fun. 60 cars out on track, including a 12-hour, I think, at Daytona. So yeah, looking forward to that. I hope you have enjoyed this evening. If you did so, give us a thumbs up. It would really help with promoting this channel. Share it with your friends if you race in this and you want to maybe show to your friends how good you are, and you want to show that you are on the stream. I mean, what better is there than being live broadcasted? by someone like me. No, I'm joking. Yeah, well, if you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe if you think it's worth it. We are here on usually the Wednesdays now with TCR. The Tuesdays we have the W12 Sprint Series. Next week is the last race of that one. And on Sunday, every other Sunday, we have the PRL Porsche Cup. This week, again, on Sunday, we have that one as well. So a lot to look forward to. Well, I'm going to say thank you for watching to you guys. And I hope you have enjoyed it. Until Sunday, stay safe. I hope we all make it until then. Keep racing, and we thank you from Platinum Racing, from all the drivers in the TCR League. We thank you, and from me and all the Platinum Racing League members, we wish you good luck and I hope you stay healthy. Until Sunday, keep racing, and we'll see you then. Bye bye.